Today's question comes from Rudy, who emailed us to ask, how did Virginia colonists react to the English Civil Wars, the overthrow of Charles I, and Oliver Cromwell becoming Lord Protector? Between 1642 and 1651, the English Civil Wars were a series of violent conflicts fought between King Charles I and his supporters and English Parliament and its supporters. At the center of the conflict was a big question. Who should have more power, the king or Parliament? The fighting didn't just stay in England. The war spread beyond England to Scotland and Ireland, which were all ruled by the same royal family, the Stuarts. During this same period, Virginia was involved in its own internal conflict, the Third Anglo-Powhatan War, a violent struggle between English colonists and Powhatan peoples that lasted from 1644 to 1646. Virginia was the only English colony that had been established as a royal colony prior to the English Civil Wars. This means that it was directly controlled by the crown, and therefore was expected to support the king. Virginia's governor, William Berkeley, was a staunch Royalist. He welcomed Royalist refugees and was described as showing, quote, great respect to all the royal party who made that colony their refuge, end quote. Berkeley also supported King Charles in religious matters, hoping to prevent the kind of political and religious unrest that led to the Civil War in England. He pushed laws that required religious conformity and punished people who disagreed. The war caused serious problems for Virginia's economy. Virginia depended heavily on selling tobacco to England, but the wars disrupted shipping and trade. When the trade with England became unreliable, Virginia increased trade with places like the Netherlands, New England, and the West Indies. Governor Berkeley tried to keep the colony stable by remaining neutral and allowing trade with merchants no matter which side they supported. This occasionally led to conflict spilling over into Virginia. In 1644, two English ships, one Royalist, one Parliamentarian, fired on each other in the James River, killing a planter who was on board one of the vessels. In 1649, news reached Virginia that King Charles I had been executed. England became a republic known as the Commonwealth of England, ruled by Oliver Cromwell as Lord Protector. Virginia's leaders strongly opposed these changes. They refused to recognize Parliament's authority and instead proclaimed Charles II the rightful king. When Parliament abolished the Book of Common Prayer, Berkeley defiantly continued to require its use in the colony. Virginia's resistance didn't last long. In 1652, Parliament sent a fleet to blockade the colony, cutting off trade. Under pressure, the Virginia General Assembly surrendered to parliamentarian authority, and Governor Berkeley was removed as governor. After Cromwell's death, England restored the monarchy. In 1660, Charles II was proclaimed King of England, and Berkeley regained governorship, bringing Virginia back into alignment with England's government. In short, Virginia's colonial leaders mostly supported the monarchy, resisting Parliament and Cromwell at first, and closely followed events in England because what happened there directly shaped life, trade, and power in the colony.